guys, welcome to my channel and I'm back again with another really interesting video guys. Today we are going to explore another web-based IDE which, guess what, GitHub has launched. So yes guys, today we are going to talk about GitHub Codespaces. In my past videos guys, we have seen a lot of different IDEs. For example, we have seen Anti-Gravity, we have seen Google AI Studio, we have seen Replit, and all of those IDEs have quite common things, but they are all different in their each way. And today we are going to see another IDE which is called as GitHub Codespaces. So let's get into it. First of all guys, if you want to know about GitHub Codespaces, you can go into the docs.github.com and here you will see a whole section about what are Codespaces, what are its features, etc, etc. But if I give you in a nutshell, GitHub Codespaces is nothing but a development environment that is hosted in the cloud. So basically guys, it is your Visual Studio Code or VS Code that you can access through a web browser, and that's pretty much it. You have seen a lot of IDs like that. For example, you have seen Replit, and for example, we have also seen Google AI Studio. So GitHub Codespaces is not different in that case, but there are some interesting features into it, and the one of the most interesting feature is that it is from GitHub. So basically guys, you don't really need all that manual steps of linking your GitHub code repository or linking your GitHub account with a different ID. All of your code version controlling can remain in GitHub, and plus you can also change the code through an ID. So basically it is a huge extension of GitHub where it not only maintains the versions of your code, but it also lets you to develop your code and change into it. So basically guys, it has got all the features that you can get in a generic ID, but you will also get a lot of other things like the advantage of having GitHub. But if you see here, it's pretty much the same, right? So you have got your development environment, you can access a lot of resources including AI. So I must tell you that you can include AI with the GitHub Codespaces. You can work from anywhere because this is web based. You can choose your editor, so you can use VS Code, you can use Jupyter Lab, and you can even use the same GitHub Codespaces and open it in an extension inside your desktop based VS Code. So that is also really cool, because if you want to work on your local machine, then also you can use GitHub Codespaces. You can obviously work on many projects. You can pair program because it is a web-based ID. Anybody can, anybody, and also it's a repository. It's going to be a GitHub repository, so anybody can check out your code, look into it, make changes into it, and you can publish your web app from a Codespace. So yes guys, you can also publish it from the Codespace, and you can try out this framework. So basically guys, there are a lot of templates that GitHub Codespaces provides which you can try out. So these are some of the features that are listed right here, and I have just given you a little bit of overview. But now it's the time to actually look into these features. That means demo. So let's get started guys. So first of all, if you want to create your GitHub Codespace, you go into your GitHub account, github.com basically, and then you go into this small burger icon right here, and here you will get an option of Codespaces. Here you can see that you can explore many quick start templates. So exactly the feature that I was mentioned here, that you can start with a lot of different templates. So you have got your React project, your Jupyter Notebook, your .NET, and if you click on see all, you will see that there are many more present, right? So for example, if I choose Flask here, so I'm just going to click on use this template. And once I have clicked on the template, it will start setting up my Codespace. There you go guys, it is pretty quick, and it has set up my Codespace. So it has given me a Flask based template project. And the web browser ID looks exactly like VS Code, because obviously it's Python Flask, so you will get a VS Code like environment. If I would have chosen a different template, so for example, if I would have chosen Jupyter Notebook, then my web browser would have looked a little bit different. But most of the time it's your Visual Studio Code experience, right? Okay, now let's look into some of the features that are provided in this Codespace. Obviously, One of the feature is that it looks like VS Code and it can give you access to your code. The second feature that I want to mention is very important, and that is your build with agent feature. So guys, just like anti-gravity, Google Codespaces also gives you an option to wipe code with this AI agent. Now here, if you click on this agent, you can see this prompt right here, and I can ask you to do anything. So for example, design a news application for me, where I get, 6 to 7 news articles listed in a grid. Okay, so let's say this is my simple web application that I want to generate. So you can see that it has started to get working, and it is going to do its job. But let's explore some of the icons which are right here, and you can see that there are a lot of things that you can do. You can create a news chat session. You can run this entire CLI in a background. You can run your cloud command in the background. And also you can see that there is a pick a model option here as well. So you have got an option to pick auto. That means automatically the best model is going to be selected. Then you can select Cloud HiQ, GPT 4.0, GPT Mini, etc. And you can also manage your models here. But if you have got a paid subscription of GitHub, right, you can even add premium models. Okay, just remember guys, because I am not on a paid GitHub subscription, I get a limited usage of these models, and my context window is also a little bit limited. But if you have got a paid subscription, or if you have your billing attached, you will be able to just bill as much as you use. Okay, so that was a very important feature guys, that you can see that I have completely coded that entire application with AI, and this is just purely vibe coding guys. And you can see that my application is getting updated, and if I just simply refresh my browser, you can see that it looks a little bit like this. Okay, now another feature is that you can see your application in a browser window. So you can just click on this button right here, and you can see that it has opened the new tab, and now you can just see how it looks in an actual browser. But again, this is one of the features that you must have seen in other IDEs like Replit or in Google AI Studio. Some of the differences that are there in this IDE is that you have got this GitHub tab right here, this GitHub tab, and you can see that automatically I can create a pull request. It is loading the existing pull request for me. Obviously I don't have any, and it will also load the issues that have been raised on my code or on my current branch. So you get these extensions right away, which you don't have in the other IDEs. Then obviously you have got your Python extension, because this was a Python template. And then others are basic exception guys, like you have got your testing tablet, your extensions, and your extensions right here. And then you have got your run, debug, your source control, and your project explorer, and your search button, right? Now I have to stop here at this extensions, because one thing that I really want to mention here is the addition of the MCP servers in this. Okay, obviously guys, because this is a GitHub account, GitHub based Codespace, so GitHub MCP server is automatically installed, so you don't really have to do anything with it. You can just chat with your AI agent that okay, I want to commit this, I want to merge this, I want to do this. Like for example, create a feature branch for me, name it super lazy, right? So I can just give it these commands, and it is just gonna create those branches for me. Yeah, you can see that it is already asking me all these commands. But if you have got other IDs like anti-gravity or Replit or etc., you will have to install the GitHub MCP server. Okay, now if you want to add other MCP servers, there is a button right here, and you can see enable MCP servers marketplace, and you click on enable right here. Once you click on enable guys, you can see that you have got a whole search window of MCP servers right here. You can see, and you can install something like Miro, you can install something like Context 7. So all these MCP servers are right here, right? For example, yeah, so you can you can just extend this window a bit more, or you can put it right here if I can. But you can see that all these are right here. If you have a good resolution, then you will be able to install it or search on it pretty easily. So let's say if I want to use my Postman, I can just click on install in workspace, and you can see that my Postman MCP server is now installed. Okay, now if I want to use this MCP server, I can just see use Postman and hit the API health check, right? So something like that, and it is going to use my Postman MCP server, which you can see right now that it is starting the MCP server Postman, and then it is going to hit that endpoint and give me the result. So that is also an important feature which you will right nowadays find in most of the IDEs, but in GitHub or Codespace this is also pretty much very readily available. So you have got your AI agent, you have got your MCP servers, you have got your pull requests, issues right here, and you have got your own web browser small window right here, which you can use to debug your code or to enhance your code. Not only that, guys, you will be able to deploy your code through GitHub. Well, basically what you can do is you can add other extensions here. For example, if you are using render or if you are using some sort of AWS, then you can add those extensions right here in the extension, and you will be able to deploy your code pretty easily as well. But other than that, you can always share this URL, this cloud URL, to your friends and get it tested. So there you go, guys. This was a short and sweet tutorial of how the Codespaces work. GitHub Codespace is a really good platform, guys, to just get started on free and start your application building. Okay, it gives you a lot of different options to choose from, and it is very fast. So this IDE works on a browser and it's pretty fast. So I would actually recommend you guys to try this out, and do write down in the comment section below how did you find this IDE, and do you find it better than the IDEs that you have used in your web-based history, for example Replit, for example Google AI Studio. I personally found GitHub Codespaces really useful. The only drawback I would say is that you have got a limited amount of context, you have got a limited amount of model usage, just because you are on a free tier, but that would apply to almost other applications as well. So that was my video, guys. If you guys like this video, then please do not forget to like this video, share this video with your friends. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, feedback for me, please do write down in the comment section below. I would be really happy to address them. And in the end, guys, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and hit the bell icon for future notifications of more such programming videos, coding videos, and AI tools videos. Let's get coding. Thank you so much for watching. Take care and bye bye.